Hello guys, this is Rashid from Shoutout. আজকে আমরা চলে আসলাম আরেকটা ভিডিও নিয়ে কথা বলতে। সো মেইনলি আজকে আমরা দেখবো যে ওয়াইল্ড কার্ড নিয়ে আমরা মেইনলি কথা বলবো এবং ওয়াইল্ড কার্ড নিয়ে কথা বলার আগে যে দেখবো যে আসলে আমার টিম অবস্থা কি ছিল এবং ঠিক কেন আমি আসলে ওয়াইল্ড কার্ডটা খেললাম এবং লাইক রিজাল্টটা কি এবং আসলে কি ধরনের কিভাবে আমি টিমটা সাজানোর চিন্তা ভাবনা করছি। সো ওয়াইল্ড কার্ডটা খেললে লাইক আমি লাস্ট উইকের টিমটা আগে একটু দেখা নিচ্ছি যে আমার সানচেস ছিল, Trent, Luke Shaw, Semedo, very like standard team. So wildcard খেলার রিজনটা কি? আমি যদিও personally I was thinking যে আমি গেমে K2 wildcard খেলবো না. So I said the transfer. I wanted to get Greenwood out to get Sar in. And that has cost me like 15, 6, 17, 18 points already. So that was one mistake. Eventually I played the wildcard, so probably should have gone for that move. But anyway, so আমার early thoughts ছিল এটা যে I wanted to get Rudiger in or Aspilicueta এটা আমার ডিফেন্সিভ ছিল whoever. So but I thought যে I'll get him in. আমি 4টা ডিফেন্ডার খেলাবো next week and I'll probably get Benram out for Gallagher or something. Jotaকে bench করে দিব and Greenwood will play still. But then, and because I have this feeling that Greenwood missed the City match, but I think he will play the Watford match because এর আগে পরে হচ্ছে City then হচ্ছে Atletico Madrid. So I think Firmino plays both of those match and Jota plays the Watford match. So এই জন্য I was inclined to keep Jota, but তারপর আমার মনে হলো যে that might be I'll always play catching up because I would want the defender in. I would probably want 2 City defenders in. I think Grealish is a very good pick. City is very good run of pitch. I think Mbeumo or Gallagher, these are very, very good picks. So I'm going to say I can obviously do those things with a few hits here. But that might be upset for my liking because going forward next year 13 or 14 fixtures that is also when you can just take 2-3 good hits and restructure your team, right? So if I have to take hits, I'll worry about it later down the line. I want to be a bit more aggressive, so I played the wild card and this is how my team is looking right now. One of the reasons was also to get people like Ramsdale in, because I think they have very, very good run of fixture. If you look at their fixture, it is a pretty decent run of fixture, and it's beyond run of fixture in terms Arsenal defense might be better than Brighton. I was very bothered because আমি গতকালকে রাতে চিন্তা করতেছিলাম ওয়াইল্ড কার্ডটা খেলবো and I had the exact money to get also Rudy in instead of Laporte. But I didn't play the wild card because আমি হচ্ছে fantasy football fix I checked and ওরা বলতেছিল যে কালকে রুডিগার প্রাইস করার চান্স খুব কম. So I thought, let's take a risk and think about it for another day. And সকলে উঠে দেখে রুডিগার দাম বেড়েছে. So I cannot afford Rudiger right now. So আমি transfer যাই তাহলে I think it would be easier to see my team. So the way I'm shaping my team, আমার দুইটা সিটি ডিফেন্স, একটা লিভারপুল, একটা চেলসি. I personally feel like that the value is in a defense and a restructure was one of the reasons why I opted to play wildcard. I think Trent and Salah locks, Lukaku is a lock. Antonio is an interesting case because his fixtures coming up is not really that great. Everton away, Tottenham, Liverpool. These are not really good fixtures. Even Wolves away, City away. Equalo is not really. I think up to next 8-9 weeks, it's not really that great. But it's just he has been so much informed. I think he has blanked once, once he played. So I don't know, but I think up until he scores, I'll just keep him. I don't really see any point of getting rid of. The only player আমার thought আছে right now is Calvert-Lewin. If he is back fit, I think especially after next Watford, Wolves away, Tottenham, City was not that easy. Again, mixed bag of fixture. It's not really that great. Fixture ভালো আসলে Jimenez, but and Bamford. Sorry, right? I completely forgot about Bamford. Bamford is also the one who's also because the fixtures are so good. If I see Bamford issue a chances, so I might think, but I think I'll start with Antonio, and it also gives me flexibility. Calvert-Lewin or Bamford was not really that difficult. So I think like Lukaku is a lock. Tony is an interesting shout because I think there are a few options that you can consider in that price range. So you have Adam Armstrong. Uh, you can see James Armstrong fixtures are very good, like Leeds home, Burnley home, Watford away, Villa home. These are like 5 very good fixtures. So I think someone that I'm considering right now. Tony fixture actually is not that good for first two, but like after that it's a very good run of fixture. And I just like I think it might be a bit of bias. Personally, I just think like Ivan Toney is just a much better footballer than Adam Armstrong. And also, I'm not really sure Armstrong is on penalties. I think Ward-Prowse took the penalty. So Tony is on penalties. He's a talisman. So like even I'm not opposed to going Tony and Mbuemo double up as well. So slightly favoring, and there are other options Saint Maximin. I think there is he's A6.8. I cannot really afford that, and I'm not really too interested in that. Then there is Pukki. Again, not bad run of fixture. I don't know. I just don't really like Norwich. So I think I'm very settled here. Midfield, I think I'm pretty settled. So Gallagher is someone that I really want, and আমি হচ্ছে এরপরে আমরা দেখবো কিছু স্ট্যাট দেখবো যে প্লেয়ারদের এবং প্লেয়ারদের স্ট্যাট আসলে কি বলতেছে. Rafinha I think has been in my team for the first game week. I cannot really see myself getting rid of him. I think is such a good footballer. I just don't want to get him out. Salah is a lock for sure. Brownhill, reason he just plays 90 minutes and he's only 4.4, so he's a me. Gallagher is also, I think, a lock for me. I really like Gallagher. Tony and Gallagher probably the two players out of the premium players যারা আমাকে সবচেয়ে বেশি ইমপ্রেস করছে এন্ড গ্যালাগার ফিচার যদি দেখেন লেস্টার হোম লেস্টার হ্যাজ নট বিন দ্যাট গুড Arsenal away, okay, this is tough. Newcastle home isn't easy. So next chapter month there are two tougher fixture, but I think it's a long term, up until 17, 14, 15. This is up until 14. I think you can hold him till like 20. It's a very good run of fixture. So আমি এই জন্য হচ্ছে I'm one more player. So for example, আপনি দেখেন এখানে আমার চারটা একদম প্রিমিয়াম ডিফেন্ডার, চারটা আর তিনটা. So I have 12 very good playing options. Livramento is not a bad option as well. Like we have seen, Livramento can keep a clean sheet. Southampton can keep a clean sheet. So এই জন্য I'm thinking of rotating. So আমার যেটা একটাই ছোট সমস্যা হয়ে গেছে যে like next week I might have Gallagher away to Arsenal and Tony. I think Tony has Chelsea. So I'm not really too keen on that. But yeah, then again, I can genuinely bench both of them and just play 5-3-2 as well. So we option to say Grealish is probably the most interesting one, as just to get a City attacker, honestly, because it's just such a Burnley home to mane 5-0 guaranteed, right? We all know. Brighton away, okay, Brighton has been good clean, but then again, it's City. Crystal Palace is a very good fixture. United away, okay, fine. This is a tough game. Everton home, I don't think. West Ham home. West Ham has been tough, bad defensively. That is a very it's just such a good run of fixture and really short match. He'll say, I don't know. There is always the option of going Torres also. Torres just mona last 2 match খেলেনি. Let me check. I think Torres has not played in last 2 games. That worries me a bit. And এখন Foden আসছে, Torres যখন খেলছে তখন there wasn't KDB, there wasn't Foden, right? So when Foden আসছে, KDB আসছে, will Torres play or not? I'm not sure, but at least Grealish is playing. So that is mainly the reason that Grealish is in. And defense, I think Ramsdale is more or less a lock for me. I'll take the chances. Jodi drop hoy, sure. I'll get someone else in. No worries. Foster only 4.0 goalkeeper who has a slight bit of chance. So he's in. Livramento is a lock. Cancelo is a lock. Trent is a lock. So আমার যে দুটো defensive position নিয়ে there are questions as been Laporte. So initially I wanted to get Rudiger, যেটা আমি বলতেছিলাম একটু আগে যে I wanted to get Rudiger in. I wanted to get Rudiger in, but as you can see, it's 0.1 difference. So I can't. So এখন এই জন্য I think I'm going for Laporte, and we'll look into numbers. Like City is so far ahead, of everyone else in defense. It's almost a joke. So I might take the risk of going Laporte because গত সিজনে I did that with Stones যখন অনেকেই স্টোনসকে নিতেছিল না like okay fine if Stones come back and I see যে আচ্ছা কোনোভাবে হইতেছে ডাউনগ্রেডটা করতে but যেহেতু Laporte is playing now and Laporte always has a much more attacking threat than Diaz or anyone else because he's the target when it comes to like set pieces. So Cancelo is a lock. I think I don't really have anything sorry, Cancelo. I think if you look into Cancelo's stats, Cancelo is like one of the most attacking players in the attacking fullbacks in the league. Amazing, already to assists. This a pasta clean sheet. This is incredible. They've conceded 1 goal in 6 matches. Incredible numbers. Then there is SP. So SP is interesting because I can obviously go Rudiger and save a bit of money. I'm considering that. I just think I think like SP is almost as nailed as Rudiger. If but একটা জিনিস আমাদের একটু কনসিডার লাইক কনসার্ন লাগে সেটা হচ্ছে যে রুডিগার ইজ আ মাচ মোর লক ইন দ্য লেফট অফ দ্য কি বলে সেন্টার ব্যাক 3 center backs. So in that case, SP might be a bit of prone to risk, but I think in more or less cases, SP is as locked as Rudiger. I just think যেহেতু James Nai, he might play next 2-3 games as wing back. I know there is Hudson Odoi who can also play there. I don't know. I think like SP has just a bit of attacking upside. So I might go with him. I might change it to Rudiger as well. So I would say like SP and Grealish are probably most concerned ones for me right now. Laporte is not really I cannot really afford Rudiger. Rudiger korte bola hoyto but that would be a con. I can afford Rudiger if I downgrade Tony to Armstrong. If I Armstrong, then I can get to Rudiger as well. So 8-8. And lastly, I think like the last question যেটাতে I think would be যে I was also thinking যে Grealish Nani, can I go someone pro and what's Mboemo, right? That I'll have even more options, right? So I can basically bench anyone I want. যার ফিক্সচার ভালো I can play the fixtures. দু একটা ইনজুরি হলে যেমন এই সিজন আমাদের বারবার হচ্ছে একটা ইনজুরি হলে দেখা যায় একই পজিশন we are making 2-3 changes, so এগুলা করা লাগবে না. So yeah, roughly these are my thoughts right now. আমরা জাস্ট কুইকলি একটা দুইটা তিনটা স্ট্যাট দেখি. সো ফার্স্টলি যেটা দেখাচ্ছিলাম যে গ্যালাগার আর স্মিথ্রো, আই থিঙ্ক স্মিথ্রো স্পেশালি আগের ম্যাচে এক বছর পরে ইউ ক্যান সি যে অ্যাট expected goal 2.6, Smith 1.1. So everything is so much in favor. Opposition touches everything on the box. In every case, Gallagher is so far ahead of everyone else. Mbuemo is someone Jeta I probably have considered more, but there's not a lot of logic, because Mbuemo number is actually a lot better compared to Smithrow. So you can say expected of 2.41, assist 0.49. So I think Mbuemo is a good shout as well. I might consider, but যেহেতু Tony আছে, I think I'm leaning towards Gallagher more. Lastly, একটা জিনিস দেখাবো just teams এর consideration যে I think that this might be one of the things যে আপনারা কি ডিফেন্সিভ ডেভেলপ করবেন নাকি করলে whose defense to City, right? So if you look at Chelsea and City defenses, এখানে দেখে expected goal conceded Chelsea হচ্ছে right হ্যাঁ লেফট চেলসি রাইট হলো expected goal conceded Chelsea হচ্ছে 6.99, City হচ্ছে 2.80. লাইক চেলসি কিন্তু অনেক ওভার পারফর্ম করছে. চেলসি এক্সপেক্টেড গোল কনসিডার হচ্ছে 7, চেলসি গোল কনসিডার করছে মাত্র 2. সো চেলসি কিন্তু অনেক ওভার পারফর্ম করছে. লাইক সিটি is just incredible কি বলে what they are doing in terms of their defense. আপনি যদি এখানে দেখেন যে I think big chances conceded. Chelsea conceded করছে 10টা. City has conceded 2 big chances in 6 matches. I think it's tough to get my head around how good the City defense has been. So I think I'm leaning towards a City double up over anything. So yeah, roughly this is my team. I think more or less I'm on a lock. I don't think a lot will change. I think like the small bits যেগুলো আমি বললাম যে SP to Rudiger, I might go for someone else over Grealish and might think about Tony as well. But I think like more or less this is a lock, and uh, I have thought about it for a while. I mean, like Johan, this is that sort of team that I wanted to get on with my transfers as well. So yeah, আজকে এইটুকুই. I think like if with like our other videos and with our lives বাকি ইসে নিয়ে কথা বলবেন, like captaincy early thoughts হচ্ছে on Lukaku might change it as well. I really wanted to get KDB in somehow, but too much sacrifice. I cannot really get him in unless I sacrifice a lot of other things, and I don't think like those sacrifices are worth it. So anyway, আজকের জন্য এইটুকুই। আশা করি সবার ভালো লাগলো। আপনারা কি লাইক ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ খেলছেন নাকি, এবং খেললে আপনাদের থটস এবং চিন্তা ভাবনাগুলো আমাদের সাথে শেয়ার করবেন। সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ। থ্যাংক ইউ।